wanted to do something a little different, still pertaining to gardening, and just something different that I haven't seen too many videos of, and that's garden tools as far as knives, you know, pruning knives, little clippers and things. First thing I want to show is my Swiss Army. This is called the Pruner, actually. The Pioneer Pruner is the full name of it. It's aluminum, it's thin, very high quality. It has a fairly good sized blade on it, and pruning blade, which is good for going in and just snipping off branches or twigs or tomatoes or whatever you want to snip with it. But it's very lightweight. It's one space deep. So it's not real wide. It's not heavy in the pocket that much. Great knife. That was one of the first knives that I started carrying with me every weekend. When I got home, I'd put this in my pocket, and during the weekend I'd keep it with me because that's when I do a lot of my gardening and whatnot. So I just kept this with me. It's been very indispensable. Here's another knife, and it's a Swiss Army knife, and it's called the Gardner. It's a long, clean blade, straight, and fantastic for pruning and cutting and deadheading or whatever you need to do. This one has brass liners. That's the difference in a lot of Swiss Army knives. You won't see too many that have a brass liner. This particular version of the Gardner has a brass liner. And then I'll show you my favorite gardening knife, which I actually just got not too long ago, and that's an Opinel. And these things are probably anywhere from 12 to 20 bucks for a average knife they make. They're beechwood, I believe, handles. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They make a lot of different handles. They make all different woods, walnut, whatever, but their standard knife comes with a certain type of wood. This is a number 7. And the cool thing about this is that it's locked in place. This bolster actually turns, so that locks it in place. If you want to open it, you just turn it, and if you want to lock it, you just turn it again. And that thing is one solid fixed blade knife. I mean, I'm putting pressure on it big time. And that blade is just like having a solid blade. This is a stainless steel because I'm using it for a garden knife. And stainless steel is the way to go. You don't want something that's going to stain your metal in your blade, like a carbon blade, with a tomato or something, turn it black, or so this is stainless steel, easy to clean, easy to disinfect if you're going around pruning plants that have disease. Wooden handle, and I got the orange one because I have a bad habit of laying them around when I'm working in the garden, and it's easy to go back and say, oh, I lost my knife, go back out there and find that orange handle. So very cheap, and the quality you get for the knife is fantastic. The blade, this is a perfect tomato cutting blade. It's very thin, it's very sharp, it's easy to sharpen. I mean, this is the only knife you would ever need for cutting tomatoes. So I just wanted to show some knives, and just something a little different, something interesting.